Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to give a brief introduction on Indian philosophy. What is the origin of Indian philosophy? What are the schools of Indian philosophy, etc. So, let us start. The origin of Indian philosophy may be easily traced in the Vedas. The Vedas are the earliest available records of Indian literature. The Upanishads are the foundation of Indian philosophy, which teach spiritual monism and mysticism. The systems of Indian philosophy are systematic speculations on the nature of the reality in harmony with the teachings of the Upanishads, which contain various aspects of the truth. They aim at the knowledge of the reality with a view of transforming and spiritualizing human life. Philosophical knowledge does not aim at merely satisfying our theoretical and speculative interest, but also at realizing the highest truth in life. Indian philosophy is intensely spiritual and emphasizes the need of practical realization of truth. As philosophy aims at knowledge of truth, it is termed in Indian literature the vision of truth or darsana. The word darsana means vision and also the instrument of vision. It stands for the direct, immediate, and intuitive vision of reality, the actual perception of truth, and also indicates the means which lead to this realization. See the self is the keynote of all the schools of Indian philosophy, and this is the reason why most of the schools of Indian philosophy are intimately associated with religious sects. There are 9 major schools of Indian philosophy. These are the Nyaya school, the Vaisheshika school, the Samkhya school, the Yoga school, the Mimamsa school, the Vedanta school, the Sarvaka school, the Jaina school, and the Buddha school. The schools or systems of Indian philosophy are divided into 2 broad classes, namely Orthodox or Astika and Heterodox or Nastika. To the first group belong the 6 chief philosophical systems, popularly known as Saradarsana, namely Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Samkhya, Yoga, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. These are regarded as orthodox not because they believe in God, but because they accept the authority of the Vedas. The heterodox schools are Sarvaka, Jaina, and Buddha. They are called heterodox because they do not believe in the authority of the Vedas. There are some common ideas in the systems of Indian philosophy. These are the reality of the world. All schools of Indian philosophy recognize the reality of the world. Even the Advaita Vedanta of Sankara regards the world as a mere appearance from the standpoint of the absolute, but it recognizes the empirical reality of the world appearance, the reality of the self. The reality of the permanent self is generally admitted. Among the heterodox schools, the Sarvaka and Buddhists deny the reality of the permanent self. The law of karma. All schools of Indian philosophy except the Sarvaka believe in the law of karma. As we sow, so we reap. There is no escape from the consequences of actions. Their fruits must be reaped in this life or in future life. Transmigration. The idea of transmigration is common to all systems of Indian philosophy except the Sarvaka school. Initial pessimism and ultimate optimism. Indian philosophy is branded as pessimistic. Life is full of sufferings, but all kinds of pain can be destroyed in the state of liberation. So, Indian philosophy is characterized by initial pessimism and ultimate optimism, bondage and liberation. Another common view held by all Indian thinkers except Sarvaka school is that ignorance of reality is the cause of our bondage and sufferings, and liberation from these cannot be achieved without knowledge of reality. The means to liberation. The different systems of Indian philosophy lay down the means to the attainment of liberation. Pramanas. Indian philosophy is not dogmatic and uncritical. Every system of philosophy is based on epistemology or theory of knowledge. So, these are the basic concepts regarding Indian philosophy.